Welcome for the first time ever to JustANerd's JustAnAward award show. Here's your host, JustANerd, Ben Productions.
Hello everybody, my name is Ben and welcome to the highly anticipated JustANerd JustAnAward's award show. Now, people have been waiting for this for a while, but as many of you know, I recently hit 500 subscribers. And I'm actually very quickly approaching 600. Well, you guys really need to settle down. Anyways, I've been judging this contest for a while now. It was due last Friday, and man, I have to say, this was really hard. I just spent days and days looking at all of your figures, just thinking, man, do I have to choose a winner? Because you guys are so good at customizing. Like, I've had so much fun just looking at all of these. You're all so incredible, and it really makes me, here, my podium's getting away there. It really makes me so happy to know that you guys are such great customizers, and that you love my channel enough to want to post these. By the way, I would like to remind everyone that these customizers are all competing for some very awesome JustAnerd Productions figures. You can see those on screen right there. The winner will also get a fully custom minifigure that they get to decide who it is. Isn't that awesome? When I first made this contest, I thought I'd maybe get like 4 or 5 or 6 customs. I didn't know if it would even be enough to do the whole award show thing. But I'm so happy to announce that we got a whopping 11 custom minifigure entries. 11, isn't that great, everybody? So it was very, very tough trying to pick just 5 that I could give prizes to. And I almost said, I'm just going to give everybody prizes. But I am a man of my word, and I want to do this how I said I was going to do it. So sadly, there are some people that did not make the top 5. It was a very close call because you're all such great customizers. In no particular order, here we go. AidenVK on Scratch entered Flash and Reverse Flash. And man, many of you know this customizer. He's been in some videos of mine. We've done a couple of minifigure trades. And I was very happy when he told me that he wanted to enter. And man, I just have to say, his figures turned out really great for the show, The Flash. He decided to make them with their faces instead of with their cowls, which I think is a very neat choice. I like the hairpiece used for Reverse Flash and Flash, and their likenesses are really great. Like, I think you could, like, I could tell that Reverse Flash was Reverse Flash if I didn't even know who it was. Their torsos and legs are so great too. I love the fading details on Reverse Flash, and all the little details on the Flash are so cool. Next up is another friend of mine, Decent Customs, minifigures from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, this is a show that I've never seen, but I have to say, these are so cool. I love the poses that he did with his figures. It really, I really enjoy whenever I see people sort of bending the arms and legs of minifigures, giving them cool poses to make them look a little different, make them stand out, and these figures definitely do stand out. So a lot of the greatness of these is just how awesome the poses are. And the hair sculpted is really great too. The hair sculpt is really amazing for these figures. Looks very anime-y, if that's a word. And yeah. Moving on, this next entry is from Jimmy's Customs, who entered Marty McFly. Wow, it seems like a lot of people are making Back to the Future figures this year. I actually have Marty McFly of my own hidden on the first row if you look up there, but yeah, this figure is super cool. The hairpiece is a really neat idea, using a Anakin Skywalker hairpiece and sanding it down. I did not think of that for Marty. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what hair to give my Marty, but I think that looks really good on him. his vest sticks out a lot, and I mean like stick out as in it's 3D and it's super cool. The puffiness is just amazing. I don't know how he did that. I think he took paper and sculpted onto the paper. I'm not sure how he did it, but it looks super cool. The torso as well with the striped shirt looks awesome, and the 3D details on his arms to represent his jacket sleeves curled up all looks really cool. They all just really make this minifigure pop as Marty McFly. So thank you, Jimmy Customs, for entering. The next one is by Ryan Schoiack. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that, but he entered Harley Quinn. And man, this Harley Quinn figure rocks. I love how he did it. He said he based this off a stick bot he made, so that's pretty cool. I love the use of the end pop hair. It definitely looks really great on Harley Quinn. Also, I love the inspiration from the Suicide Squad movie, while also adding in his own original details. That is super duper cool. And I love the writing on her shirt. It's really hard to write on Lego pieces, so congratulations to him for doing that. Another figure by another friend of mine is some Smash Bros. Figures by the Minifigures. I love Super Smash Bros. Figures. I wish I made more of them because I just really never made enough, and I want to make more, but these look super cool. Pikachu is such a neat idea, using brick built parts and a very sculpted head. That head looks awesome. I also love all the details on Bayonetta. Those are super cool. All the paper and everything really makes her stand out as Bayonetta. It really makes me want to make a Bayonetta figure because she looks so cool. And Marth's hair, I just really love how that hairpiece looks. That was some really awesome sculpting. Thank you, Moose, for entering. The last runner-up is Mr. Freeze, Iron Man, and Killer Moth by MagicFigs. These are super cool looking. They remind me a lot of my older figures, which makes me very nostalgic, and I like them a lot because I haven't made DC figures in a while. But Mr. Freeze just rocks. He used a lot of very original ideas. A lot of Mr. Freezes look very repetitive, and so I think the new idea for using the Ninjago piece for his chest, as well as the face and the little pieces of leg on his arms, are just, it's all just so unique, so original. I think that's super cool. Iron Man is really cool. It makes me think a lot of my Iron Man, who's standing in the front row. Hello there, buddy. The details on his arm are super cool. Iron Man's are hard to make, and he worked really hard on it, and you can tell it looks super duper cool. And Killer Moth is like probably one of my favorite DC figures, so I'm always partial to that guy. He looks super cool. The use of the Stormtrooper helmet is awesome. And that is it for our runner-up figures. Now we're moving on into the big five. These are what I would say are the best figures out of the batch. It took a lot of picking because I kind of think that almost all of these deserve to be in the top 5, but that's not how numbers work, because 11 figures can't go in the top 5. So thank you to all of you who entered those. They look so good. I'm still giving you shout outs. Everybody will be receiving shout outs. So please check out all those people on their social medias because they're great customizers. Sorry about that. We're back after some technical difficulties, and we're going to now count down the top 5. So here we go. Starting with number 5 is PresS BesS Sans and Flowey. Everyone give him a big hand. These figures are really cool. Again, they give me a lot of nostalgia for a lot of my older figures. They're super adorable. The brick built idea makes them look super pixelated, just like the game, and I think that Flowey is almost a direct copy of if not a complete direct copy of his sprite in the game, which is really cool. One of my favorite parts is Flowey's double-sided face. That's super original. I just love the originality for these figures. Also, Sans expression is super cool. And, I mean, I'm always partial to Undertale figures, if I'm being completely honest. You know I love Undertale. And, yeah. So, that is PresS BesS at number 5. You will be receiving a shout-out for the next 5 custom review videos. Now, moving on to number 4. Number 4 is 3 Joker figures by Joe Momma. These are super cool. Again, making me wish I made more DC figures. He made 3 Jokers from 3 different Batman franchises, from the new Joker movie, the Dark Knight trilogy, and the animated series. They all look so good. My favorite is definitely Heath Ledger Joker, because that's my favorite Joker in general. He just looks really, really, really cool. I love all the paper detailing. I love their faces. They're all super accurate, and their hairs are just really, really cool. They all fit the characters perfectly and are colored well, and I just really like those figures. So thank you to Joe Momma for creating these Jokers. He will also be receiving shoutouts for the next 5 videos. Thank you to him. Now, moving on to number 3, we have Stay Puft Studios Productions. I know there's Stay Puft in there. And his figures from Shrek. These are super cool. I absolutely adore these figures. They're so cool and so accurate. I love it when people do a lot of sculpting, and he definitely did. All the sculpting and all the painting makes these figures look just like the game or the movie. Also, I love bright colors, as you can see by my awards show background and everything. I love how bright these are. I love all the little details. All the sculpting is just so cool. It makes them look awesome. So thank you to Stay Puft Studios Productions for entering these Shrek figures. He will be winning some older figures that we showed off earlier. You will get to pick those. I will explain that in a minute. Now, moving on to number 2. Number 2 and number 1 were super close. I was not sure where to put them, but number 2 is Venom and Iron Man by Yo Boi. Man, this Venom is so cool. He used a motorbike helmet and literally put 3D teeth in it. Like, that is so cool. Sculpted the muscles and gave him an axe hand and all the little white details. Man, he looks so awesome. Iron Man's facial expression is really neat too. I love how he made him look all burnt up. It's super cool. So yeah, thank you so much to Yo Boi. You will also be receiving 2 figures from the ones below. I will explain that in a minute here. And now, we're moving on to number 1. And that is Indiana Jones, Miles Morales, and Baby Yoda by Afro Stash. Give him a big hand, everybody. Woo! Yeah, good job, Afro! Yeah. These are so cool. You could definitely see how they went on. Man, I love all the little details on all of them. Indiana Jones, I legitimately thought was a completely printed figure at first, because he looks just like a real Lego figure, and his face is perfect. Miles is just amazing. Miles Morales look like a piece of trash. My Miles is not the best, especially compared to this. This Miles is so cool. All his little stripes, his web design, and all the red details in his eyes are just they're just perfect in every way. And of course, who doesn't love Baby Yoda? He made this cute little Baby Yoda with a baby piece and a sculpted head, and he looks so cute that I couldn't resist giving him first place. So thank you. Good job, Afro Stash. You will get to recommend 1 minifigure and I will create that minifigure for you, as well as you get 3 of the minifigures shown above. Thank you so much. So, now, for Afro, Stay Puff, and It's Yo Boi, I have special directions for the 3 of you. What you will have to do is go down into the comments. I'm going to show the figures on the screen again. I'm going to list them all now. We have from Steven Universe here. We have Peridot, Amethyst, Steven Universe, Lapis Lazuli, Lars, and Peridot. There's also an older Jack Skellington, an older homemade Spider-Man, Katzin, Nova Prime, I'm having trouble thinking of his name, Josh Brolin's character from Deadpool, Harley Quinn, the bounty hunter from, or whatever her name is, from Solo, as well as that guy from Solo. I'm striking out on the name. Solo was not my favorite movie. Gaster, Dipper, Mabel, Sans, Frisk, Alphas, and Mad Dummy. Those are all the figures. So choose 3 of those, type them below, and hopefully if nobody else has got them yet, I will be able to do that. Then I will send you, don't put those in the comments. I'm saying stuff wrong. I hope you guys will forgive me. But send them to my business email, justan0701@gmail.com. The Justin is short for JustANerd, just so you know. My name is actually Ben. So send those to justan0701@gmail.com. Send the 3 figures that you want, or the 2 figures for Stay Puff and It's Yo Boi. And then I will, and as well, send me your address. I will send the figures to you as soon as I can. And to everyone else who didn't win, thank you so much for entering. All your figures are so good. I really want to do this again. And honestly, keep sending me your figures. I don't even care if there's a contest or not. I love to see you guys' figures. So if you ever want me to see one, just send it to me. I might start doing this more often to show off you guys stuff, because it's super cool. And yeah, thank you to everyone who entered. Your figures are so cool. I hope to see you guys soon. I am going to be going on a vacation starting next week, so the uploads will be rather sparse, so be prepared for that. Thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you to everyone who entered. Hopefully we'll have another one of these soon, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.